small city of Kerrville near San Antonio in Texas has been planning for this moment for years, and many of its visitors, thousands of them, have come from a very long way. But I don't know if the weather is cooperating. Let's check in with CBS Janet Shamlian. She's in Kerrville for us. Janet, what's the latest?
Tony, you ready for the headline from Texas? We've got some sun. We have got some sun. There's clouds, but it's broken clouds. And from time to time, you hear the crowd erupt. The triplets like the Isaacsons from Los Angeles, they're watching the eclipse. We've got the Gerards from Arizona. Say hi, guys. This park is filled with people, families from all over the world, and they are getting little glimpses of what we all came here for. It's very exciting. We thought it was going to be completely cloudy, but the clouds are breaking, and we feel good about this. Guys?
Oh,
Janet, you know that's my neck of the woods, Kerrville, right by San Antonio, where I
know
grew up.
It is. I do, and maybe this is your influence, Norah, but it's been really exciting to hear the people cheering, and then it gets cloudy again, and then the cheers. It's going to be amazing.
Janet, that is such good news, because as Kerrville, you should go there, I think, Norah, because it's got the longest totality in the U.S., right? Janet, it's something like 4 minutes and 20 seconds?
Yeah. That's right.
You nailed it, Tony. Yeah, 4 minutes and 24 seconds. So we'll have a lot of totality for you coming up.
Got it. Then Kerrville is about 15 minutes away from totality. The one that we're seeing, we're very close now, that's Torreon in Mexico. So to talk about that, we're joined by one of the country's best-known science educators, Bill Nye, the science guy, and he is along the path of totality in Fredericksburg, Texas. And he's going to share his tips for having the best experience while watching the eclipse. Bill, so good to talk to you. How do you experience the eclipse? What's the best way to do it?
Well, for me, it's having a pair of eclipse glasses, and as the clouds clear every now and then, we look at it, and it's amazing. Like there, we can see it again. Oh, it's just fantastic. It just doesn't happen every day, everybody. It's because our sun is 400 times farther from us than our Earth, and when they come across each other, they block it out completely. And that's what makes this eclipse so unusual. It comes right through North America, where millions and millions of us can share the experience. It's fantastic, and what I'm very gratified to see is so many people watching it together. Here in Fredericksburg, we have almost 1,000 people with the Planetary Society who've come here to share the experience, and it really is something. And I got to say, objectively, having the clouds come and go is just adding to the drama. But everybody has got the glasses, everybody is watching the sky. You know, this is syzygy, where the three celestial objects are in a straight line: the sun, Earth's moon, and Earth. It's beautiful.
It really is. It's a beautiful thing, Bill. You've been watching these for years. Oh, yeah, we got a lot of noise here. It's a concert atmosphere. It's like Lollapalooza meets a $1 billion lottery day. Yeah, we're having a blast. But speaking of celebrating, you've got some great advice for people in that moment of totality, what to pay attention to, what to put away, and how to really soak it in. Could you run through those tips?
Well said, Tony. So everybody's got an electric phone. Everybody's got a phone. They want to take pictures. Worthy as that may be, those crazy kids at NASA, many professional and amateur astronomers will be taking pictures. I just encourage everyone to be in the moment. Just take the time to be present, to remember what it felt like, to really experience this remarkable moment when the sun goes completely away and we have nighttime in the middle of the day. And the other extraordinary aspect of this, I remind everybody, is the precision, where astronomers are able to predict this event within less than 100th of a second. And if you were a tarot card reader or a psychic and you could do that, you'd really be something, but they can't. Astronomers can, and this is a wonderful thing. You know, I took one class from this famous guy, Carl Sagan, and now I'm the head of the Planetary Society, and we have planetarians out here for the shared experience. Back to you.
It's a beautiful thing, Bill. I think there'll be a lot of more planetarians minted today because this is a wonder in the sky, and I don't want to miss an opportunity to point out that Torreon, Mexico, right now as we speak, is experiencing totality. I've got Bill Harwood and Dr. Lucian Walkowicz with me. Lucian, you were pointing out some of this fire on the edges of the eclipse. Talk to me about what you're seeing.
Yeah, I want to draw people's attention particularly to this little, what's called a prominence that's sticking out at the lower right. That's actually a huge arc of the sun's magnetic field that has glowing plasma trapped within it. And if you want a sense of scale, the footprint of that on the sun is about the size of our Earth. So it gives you a real sense of the absolutely giant scales that we're dealing with here in astronomy.
Because to remind people, the sun is 400 times the size of Earth.
Yes, exactly. And it's, it's an amazing thing that we live in a time in which the moon can completely block the sun from our point of view, and we have the privilege of witnessing a total eclipse.
Yeah. I was just going to say, looking at the corona right here, you just think about the sun. Every second while we're talking, the sun is converting about 600 million tons of hydrogen into helium every second. And 4 million tons of that's being converted directly into energy as a byproduct of the fusion reaction. That's why it's sunshine and why we feel good, why we have life on Earth. You can't look at that and not be amazed.
And why it's so mind-blowing when it goes away. You know, Lucian, you're an educator in addition to being an astronomer, and I'm curious, I think a lot of parents are going to be buying telescopes for Christmas this year because of what we're seeing today. What does a day like this mean for the next generation of astronomers?
You know, I think the ability to witness something like this that's not only a shared celestial event, but a shared social event, as you pointed out, is really powerful. You know, human beings have come together throughout history to appreciate the night sky together, and this is a rare event where we could appreciate the daytime sky together as well.
Yeah.
We're about 40 minutes away from totality, the eclipse here in Indianapolis. What kinds of things will we notice change? I've heard about the wind may shift. It may get a little bit cooler. What are some of the signs that we'll start to pick up shortly?
One of the things I was struck by the first eclipse I saw was the moon's shadow. You can see it racing toward you on the horizon. The sky gets darker in that area until it finally overtakes you, and the temperature drops, like Lucian was saying. You can hear animals and all of that. But to me, it was the shadow getting here and in the process of it. Yeah.
That shadow is rushing our way at more than 1,500 miles an hour. We're going to keep tracking it. But as we get excited and people in that path of totality get excited, we have a little note here about safety. It is a major concern, in fact, no joke here, when you're viewing an eclipse. The only safe way to look at an uneclipsed or partially eclipsed, just naked sun, is by using glasses that are certified solar filter glasses or a handheld solar viewer. Those are the two ways you can do it. You can safely take off that protective eyewear only, and I stress only, during that limited 3 or 4 minutes of totality. So as soon as the sun begins to reappear, that means you got to put the eyewear back on if you want to keep looking at that ginger cookie in the sky. Sunglasses, binoculars, a camera, telescopes, none of that provides protection. Someone way smarter than me told me that these eclipse glasses are like 1,000 pairs of sunglasses all locked together as one.